Have you ever played RuneScape? Well, I have never played it, but I've played a few other MMORPGs over the years, and then completely stopped for years, until I got given a code for a game called Embers Adrift a few months back, which I activated and then proceeded to literally never play it up until this week. And can I just say that I wish I did not wait this long to play the game, because it's actually really good, and I've been itching to play an MMORPG game, or something like that, for a while. And in this video, I just want to quickly go over, what I've had fun with at the moment, with my current in-game time being 17 hours as of writing this, which is, pretty good. And just some of the bad things, and obviously the very good things of the game. And this video will not have much editing, as I kind of wanted to just get this out quickly, because I'm kind of surprised at how low the player count is, with it getting around 50 players average, like daily, with updates still going monthly as well. So Embers Adrift's gameplay starts off with you spawning in New Haven Valley, where you are greeted with this decently looking world. Like, the graphics aren't perfect, bearing in mind I have not used full graphics because of another point I'm going to get on later. But that's not what this game is solely meant to be known for. The gameplay, which is really good as well, and this is a great introduction into like RPG games for me again. Like, grinding actually feels rewarding, and quest hunting, while being extremely slow sometimes, can be sped up with other players and just getting into like a group. And that is another thing that with the game that makes it really fun. And I don't know, group play in any game is always really fun. Obviously, bearing in mind I've played loads of games like Valorant. I've played, I've even played like loads of Chinese games. Like, I've been around. Let's put it that way. I played the smallest games known to man, and this is really fun. Even though the community is small, it seems that everybody gets along, and that's another nice thing, is it's like you can play and you can find lobbies still with people in it. And it's just nice just being able to find someone else with the same goal and just complete the objectives that you would need to complete. And it just surprised me to know that even with this like low player count, I've managed to not have problems finding players out and about, and going hunting, do quests, and going into dungeons, which are quite a few times I've managed to do with quite a few players as well, and not all of them being level 50, which was nice. And yeah, it's just a really nice thing, and it seems decently active for how many people there are. And it was actually genuinely shocking to me at first, finding that out. But hey, that's another really cool thing about it. There seems to be a lot of different locations to go into. I mean, you've got the basic spawn area of New Haven Valley. There's loads of teleporters there as well, and ways to go and do stuff. And obviously, you've got the city that I've been in, and obviously Northreach. But, they seem to have their own stuff to do as well with quests. And, yeah, I don't know what else, because I haven't really explored much there. But, there's some other stuff there. I know that for sure, as of exploring it. But I know from some of the high-level players that there's also level areas going into the level 45 to 50 range. So, obviously, pretty much max level. So there's definitely a difficulty slider as you go further on, making you really grind to kind of get better. And it's just really fun. It looks like there's a lot of gameplay, which is making it quite rewarding and quite fun for me to play. Auction house is really nice, although nobody's bought my stuff on there at the moment. Please go buy them. There's so much stuff on there. I need the silver. That's what I need. The different skills and jobs is also nice. It adds, a lot of stuff, and obviously more grinding. And I'm still trying to get level 10 on the prospector, which is basically just mining job. And I want to be able to craft some cool weapons. So yeah, I'm trying to get to level 10 at the moment. But yeah, there's also a lot of other stuff which I will cover in a proper in-depth video. But there's a lot of stuff. Let's just put it that way. When I actually make an in-depth video, there's going to be a lot. So be prepared for that video when it eventually comes out. Now, onto a few negatives that I have found with the game. Stamina. Well, you can obviously get buffs for this, and obviously, there's a lot of potions and stuff you can, ingest, if that's even the right word for it. But when you're fighting, conserving stamina is absolutely dog crap. I was going to say a different word. But it makes fighting just really slow sometimes when you're like lower level, and it just makes it really terrible sometimes, I can't lie, especially being lower level. When I ran out of stamina, it was like a fight to run away from the enemies. And obviously run over to a knight to kill them for me. And I feel like that made solo play way more difficult for me when I first started. Like, the first few hours, it made it so difficult. And that's one thing I feel like could definitely do with a rework at some point. But obviously, the devs are still actively working on the game, which is nice. They do updates I think it's every month or every week. I might be wrong. But that's still really good. Like, for how little players, it's still getting updates, which is great. And obviously, this game's been out for 3 years. Like, that's another good thing. The game runs well with DLSS, but without, runs like straight dog trash for me. With a 3060, it's just insane. Like, playing on 40 frames is fine, but like, not good when you just want to be able to move smoothly, especially with my monitor. I just want to be able to move smoothly, and you know, maybe it's just, you know, optimizing, or maybe not, I don't know, but I would say that's like a negative. And and off the top of my head, I can't really think of any others at the top of my head anyway. And you guys are obviously welcome to comment down below any others, and you know, any other problems that you think are wrong with the game, and obviously if you are one of the 100 players that have played this game. But yeah, honestly, go play it, go try it out. It's on Steam. I don't know where else it's on, but I know it's on Steam. That's how I got the game. And obviously I have got a few game codes which I can give out as well. Well, I said a few. I've got one extra game code, so if you did want to try it out, join my Discord, and maybe potentially I'll, you know, do a little event where I just, you know, give a free game code out. But yeah, yeah, go try it out. Honestly, it's quite underrated. And with that, it concludes this like short ass video. But you know, make sure to subscribe, and obviously, yeah, the manhunt video and all that stuff will be out soon, so be sure to wait till then. And yeah, subscribe, and yeah guys, I will see you guys for another video soon. Bye bye.